Ready, set.
First of all, what was your reaction seeing the Javon Holland pick six, especially coming after a couple mistakes? I know you would
Yeah,
that. So.
yeah, that was crazy. I don't think I've seen something like that before to end a half. Normally the guy either goes down, takes it to the half, or he'll return it to a certain point and then get tackled. But to see Javon take that, I mean, that was definitely game changing too. And that was very good that we could end it with points in that sense, going into the half knowing we got the ball.
Can you detail those two interceptions? What went wrong? I know you probably didn't love the throws, but Mike said he didn't like the play calls he made either.
Mike calls the plays. We got to go out there and execute them. I didn't execute them. That's what that was. Very, very, very disappointed in how I conducted that drive, those two drives at the ending of the half. Just can't do that. And put our defense in some tough situations, but our defense came through. But needless to say, coming into the second half, was very proud of how we were operating offensively. When we did get opportunities from the defense, we sustained a long drive and ended that with points. Very proud of our O-line, very proud of our run game, and very proud of this team. It's hard to win road games, especially against a team like this, a division game. I'm very proud of our guys.
So with the interceptions, do you think that you're trying to find a balance between being confident in your knowledge of the offense and also kind of like just being more cautious? Like where do you think the disconnect with the recent turnovers are coming from?
Yeah, I think it's doing much more than what is asked. Trying to be a little too aggressive on certain things, and you just can't do that. And with that pick six, I basically, if you want to look at it this way, kind of kept them in the game. And our defense played phenomenal up to that point and throughout the entire game, and I just can't do that.
Did something change or click for the offense in the second half that kind of allowed things to open up a little bit?
We just went back to what we said we wanted to do in the beginning of the game. We wanted to establish our run game. We wanted to get those guys moving lateral in the back end, and then when we had opportunities to take our shots, we tried to take our shots. But I think our O-line, our receivers, our running backs, I think they did a phenomenal job on third down, understanding what needed to be done on those situations and converting.
Obviously, you're disappointed with the picks, but individually, as far as your game goes, where do you feel like you are? How do you feel about your game as we come down the stretch run in the playoffs?
I feel good about my game. I'm not satisfied whatsoever about what I'm doing right now. I know I can continue to get better with that, but throughout these late stretches, of having these games, gonna need a better ball from me. So I need to do that.
To 8-3 again, like you did start last season. What do you think about the way this team is primed for the stretch run here?
Yeah, sky's the limit for us. Whatever we want to accomplish, everything's right there in front of us, and we basically determine our own fate, here in this league. So just got to continue to keep stacking those wins.
So physically, how are you feeling at this point in the season? Obviously, you put in a lot of work during the off season in order to get to this point and still be healthy. How are you feeling?
I feel good. I feel as good as I think anyone playing in the league is feeling right now in week 12, week 11, whatever week it is. So as good as everyone else is feeling, that's how I feel.
So you had a cut or a gash on your right arm sustaining this game.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us what you experienced there?
I didn't notice it happened until I came to the sideline, and that's probably due to the adrenaline. But came to the sideline, and one of the guys came up to me and said, like, dude, you got a big gash on your arm. So we got Kyle. We try to get it cleaned up, and then, try to patch it up so that we could go back in and continue to play. But it's what comes with the game. Everyone comes out of the game with nicks and bruises. So that's what it was.
So you have no idea when it happened? Or?
I think it was when I tried to run for the first down in the red area. It was I think it was a third down. I think it was a third down or a second down. And I tried to run the dude over, but.
It looked like it messed up the tattoo. Are you worried about that? Or?
You say what?
It looked like it messed up the tattoo.
Yeah, it did. It did. Gonna have to get it retouched. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.